All right, guys, today is Friday, June 9th, 2023, and today marks day 5 of my 7-day work week marathon. I'm putting in on my two-door hardtop, which has turned into a marathon on just a trunk upholstery stuff. And I haven't even got to the upholstery side of the stuff yet. So I'm trying to come up with a plan of what to do, and I thought about it most of the night last night, and I can't decide. I guess I need to go get some Velcro. I mean, obviously, because the stuff I got just doesn't grip very hard, but man, I still need to finish trimming this a little bit. On this right side over here, it's too tight. So I need to figure out where I'm going to put my stainless trim, and I don't know. I may go ahead and just go ahead and put the door panel clips in this main panel, and it'll just make it a little bit harder to pull off. But I can put a couple of vinyl straps up there and, you know, be able to pull it. I may do that, who knows. I'll think of something though. Alright guys, so I figured out that the Velcro that I had here is only 10-pound pull Velcro. Now they have a 15-pound as well, and that's all I can find in this town I'm in, which I'm in a different town, kind of out of town. But so I went to Tractor Supply, I went to Lowe's, Walmart, and Ace Hardware, and nobody had anything more than 15-pound. What I was looking for is the 3M dual grip, so that's what I want. I got one little piece of that right here. Dual lock, that's what it is dual lock. This stuff will stick. So I'm gonna have to order some of this. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I've already peeled off all the old Velcro and took the staples out and everything and pulled it off. And then I actually bought just a little strip of just this side of the 15-pound. So I replaced this grippy side. Just on the board itself. I left the soft stuff on the L brackets. Now it kind of holds a little bit better. I mean, it's only 5 more pounds. It's really not that big of a difference, but it is enough to hold it now in place. Because that masonite board I have curved to match the curve of the trunk flange, so you know, it does have some tension on it. It's not like it's terrible, but I can basically I can pull this panel out and hold it like in the middle on the palm of my hand out level, and it automatically wants to curve down. So it's not like it's, you know, trying to just spring back like plywood or something. That stuff does kind of flex a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and leave the Velcro that's on it right now and go ahead and finish out my mock-up, and I can go ahead and upholster it and everything. So I've got enough room for pulling the material over the back to spray glue it, so should be good to go. I just realized that I don't think I got my glue. I think I bought it at Lowe's and forgot it. Son of a gun. I got the crest mounted in the center. I've made a template out of the poster board. I basically just took the crest and stuck it onto I put a towel underneath the poster board so it'd have some squishiness to it. And then I just pushed real hard and it popped a hole through it automatically because of the 3 sharp tabs on the back of it. This is an old original, but anyway, I marked a bubble level on there for straight for a line, and then I found center, and then I cut that straight as I could, and that was my drill template for the 3 holes I had to drill in the masonite for the crest. So now I've been trying to figure out where I'm going to run the stainless, and I've decided where I'm going to put it. So this crest kind of squeezes in right here to a point. So that's exactly where I'm going to put that too, is right up to that. So I'm going to cut these at an angle and try to 45 them on the back side to where they kind of fit over that. I want them to look like they actually could be one piece. So the trim, the crest will be like dead middle of the trim basically is what that boils down to, but there'll be straight pieces going all the way to the end, and then these curved pieces will continue off, come down here and go to a V. So I've got to get my marks put on here with the straight edge and stuff, and then get this back in and then mark right here on that, and then I can figure out this one, which I'm going to do pretty much straight with a bubble level at the back. So it's going to be pretty cool, man. I'm excited. And then once the trim's on, you know, cut to fit and everything, and the trim's ready, I can go ahead and get my tabs straightened out and then go in and do the sanding and buffing process on all the pieces. And then these can be foamed and then wrapped, and then it'll be pretty much ready to snap back in, other than when my new Velcro comes in. I'll have to change that out on the back, but it'll look pretty good. Trying to figure out location on the side trim here. So I originally wanted this rounded end to be right at the end where I got that line drawn right there. That way when I have the centerpiece, round piece up there, it would be round piece to round piece, but it puts the trim too far forward, and I don't want to go through and try to reshape this trim. It has an insert in there, and it'd be real difficult to get in there and, you know, trim that back a little further so I could make room to pull all that down and bend it and shape it and tweak it and heat it and do all that kind of good stuff. So what I decided was this centerpiece is the one that's going to be removable with Velcro, so it doesn't really matter. I don't know that you're going to notice it has a round end or not, so I'm just going to run it all the way to the back of that panel, which is like 2 inches of it you're not going to see. But the reason I did it, the main reason, is you can see the line from where the V was before here, and I don't really have room to put my dome light. It doesn't look good. I like it better back a little bit, so I want to try to place this dome light kind of in the middle of the V area, like right in there. So I think it looks more better, we'll say, right there. So that's what I'm gonna roll with there. So I need to get me a measurement. I've already got the hole saw picked out for this. These are kind of difficult to try to just mount into wood. I've got to use some little tiny brackets, little L brackets, and those have to be mounted to the board, and then the screws go through that and into the little L bracket. I pre-fit those, I think, during the winter when I was kind of messing around, just kind of, you know, checking to see if I wanted to mess with them. And I did a whole template and everything, so I kind of know what I need to do there. I think that looks a little bit better. It's got a little bit longer of a piece here instead of just this little short thing. You just don't get much detail out of that, but you do get the detail out of that. But it matches the door panel, so that's kind of cool. Alright guys, it is 7:20 p.m. and I keep hearing thunder, and it just cooled off, and the wind, it's almost like the wind direction changed. But it cooled way off, man. So, I guess I'll pick up my mess. But finally, after 5 days, it looks like I have progress. Wow. Well, this is going to look fantastic after it's upholstered in the 2 colors. So the trim's all pre-fit. Nothing, the tabs aren't bent around or nothing, so everything's kind of loose. But that gives you an idea. I do have to build some brackets for to be able to screw these to the board. These have an odd mounting to them, so I'm going to build some little 45-degree angled sheet metal brackets. Let's see, I got the trim pretty much lined up. I cut it and filed it to fit the crest really nice, because the crest is actually a 45-degree face. Well, it may not be exactly 45, but I matched it anyway. Anyway, I'm happy, man. That's gonna look awesome. And here's my new dome light lenses to go in the lights, and that's the exact ones that I have in the car. So the trim on this back panel is a little bit low, but when I upholster this panel, it's going to add material to the bottom of it and raise it up. These snap in, so these are where they're going to be. So when I upholster that, the trim should line up really, really nice. But man, I am happy with that. That little crest is awesome. It's not overkill. You know, the original, like a 55 crest, is way longer and wider. I just think that would be too bulky. But I do like it. So the lower part will be the gray straw cloth material that's on my seats and door panels, and the upper will be the black Alante vinyl, just like my seats and door panels. And then I'm going to put a little bit of gray straw cloth, just spray glue it to this. I'm going to have all the panels out, and then I'll spray glue that piece on, and then I'll put the panels in, so it'll carry on. But man, I'm happy with that. It looks awesome. I don't know if it was worth 5 days, but I'm just glad it's over with. I had no idea it was going to take that long to do, but when you're going in and trying to fit everything to the body really, really nice, especially from scratch, you know, I don't do this stuff every day, build truck panels, so this is something that took me a little bit of time, you know. So I am in love with it. This is going to look awesome when it's upholstered and those lenses are in, and these deals here, I'm going to sand them down and then primer them and then block them out because they're pitted. These are going to be painted like a low gloss black, because this will be the black Alante up here. So these will look really nice in black with them new white lenses in there. That'll look outstanding. I am proud of it, guys. Just not so sure it was worth 5 days worth of work, you know what I mean? And it's still not done. I still got to polish, sand and polish all of the stainless pieces of trim. I got to do that individual work on the dome lights, and then upholster the panels. So I'd say there's probably a good 2 days left at least. So a 7-day work week, 7 days straight, just for a trunk kit. But hey, that's progress. At least I got something close to being done. I'll take that. Thanks for watching.